The mysteries of the Apothecary Diaries continues, and honestly, this is one mystery-like show that I am very much enjoying. This is such a great show. But first off, can we just give a nod to the artistry that is done here? Like, look at how good that is. Now, granted, this is the moment, for those that seen the episode, that Maomao had finally tasted some poison. And we learn the depths of her craziness that she has when she wants to actually have poison. To her, actually tasting poison is bliss. Even her, she's like, man, just to have that moment when your whole face and mouth is numb and you're just having that taste of poison, that feels so good. Like, I guess she hates the boredom of everyday life. When she gets poisoned and then trying to recover it from it, that is the bliss that she feels. Cause she had some very funny moments where she actually was smiling when she had the poison for once. So, as a taste tester, we're here at the flower garden. It's her job to taste test the food before it goes to the concubines or even the emperor. In this moment, a very interesting thing happened. Now, let's set the stage. We know that there is some secret messages happening behind the scenes. Now, don't know who the messages are going to or from, but something is happening here that involves the emperor and several others. And it's up to Jinshi's job to figure that out. Well, the garden party happens, he still hasn't figured it out. Now, finally, Maomao tastes poison, and she's like, yep, this is poison, and then she walks away. And of course, everyone's like in awe, like, oh my God, it's actual poison. So what does someone do? Taste test behind her to double check and make sure, which has gotta be the dumbest thing you've ever heard of, which even she's like, well, that's stupid. She literally said it was poison. She's the food taste tester, so she's the one that's supposed to check it. And so you're gonna have someone check behind her? Okay, sure, whatever, guy. Whoever, even she was like, that's dumb. Here, take this and have his stomach turn inside out and he'll be fine. Poor guy, pour one out for being an idiot. Here's the complicated thing about the whole garden party, dinner party thing. You have the 4 concubines. Now, of course, Maomao's one of the taste testers for one of the concubines, the girl in pink, red, however you want to say it. Now, here is this little girl. She is 14 years old. She's actually a concubine, one of the virtuous concubine. She actually, come to find out, has an allergy to fish, mackerel in this case. But the girl behind her is one of her ladies in waiting and the taste tester for this little girl. It seems, because it did start the episode off with this, it seems that her ladies in waiting don't like her. Something is going on. Now, Maomao did catch on this. Come to find out, the foods were switched. The fish should have gone to Maomao to test and for her concubine, and the poisoned soup, food, or whatever was supposed to go to this little girl. And it seems like the lady in waiting behind her knew of this, because at the dinner party, Maomao caught her when the food came to the little girl smiling, like maniacally, like, you know, when you kind of smile to yourself, but it wasn't like a nice smile. It was like an evil, like, I got you type smile. Now, Maomao did catch this and was like, and brought them both here to instill fear, I guess is the best way to say it, into this girl. Now, Maomao dressed it all up as in, oh yes, the 14-year-old concubine, she has an allergy to fish. And you know what? Feeding her this fish is almost as if you're trying to poison her. Okay, here's a list of stuff that you might want to look out for to make sure your lady is perfectly healthy, right? Okay. It was like a little nod, like, I know what you were trying to do. And in the end, Jinshi was like, wait a minute, was she the actual target? And Mama was like, well, I mean, I did get poisoned by the food that was supposed to be meant for her, so sure. Maomao plays dumb so much. And like, it's this guy's job to figure out, you know, what's happening, what's going on. And he does like confide and try to talk to Maomao to get some ideas of how things are happening. But she just kind of comes off and like, well, I'm just a lady in waiting. What do I know? It's like, I think it's a two-factor thing. One is the sign of the times. Technically, in this day and age, you're not supposed to, as a female, be smarter than a guy. Like, they can literally be beheaded and killed from talking back or getting out of line because they're supposed to have a female role, if you will. So in this case, Maomao's not stupid, and she does like help out and does different things, but she could probably tell this guy what to do and what is the best thing. And that's why they have, you know, they talk with each other, give ideas back and forth and figure things out. But she doesn't try to ever like go over the line and step over the line. Now, she could very well just basically spell it all out, but why? It's his job to do it anyway, so let him do it. Now, of course, the biggest issue is he's still trying to figure out this whole messages, what's it all about, and then, you know, the whole poisoning episode. So there's a lot of mysteries, if you will, that's happening here that he has to figure out. Now, they still do not know who is behind everything. Who is the person that's been giving out these secret messages that would have burned themselves, because the secret messages are a powder on these wooden sticks, which, you know, is what they write on and such. So there's these secret powdery substances on these sticks that when trying to get disposed of will burn someone very easily. So, and they've gone around trying to look for someone with burn marks and they still haven't been able to find who is it going to be. So this is actually a mystery carrying on to the next episode, which I honestly am surprised by that, but it's definitely going to probably talk more about, one, this mystery, two, the whole episode that happened. We don't know why. One, we don't know why someone would want to kill the 14-year-old concubine. Two, we don't know the meaning of the hairpins, which is a little bit of a side thing, but apparently Maomao is popular and getting hairpins from everyone, which makes me think that the hairpin thing, which is supposed to have a secret meaning, is like people that admire Maomao or want to look after her, or like kind of like a almost profession of love, kind of like, you know, a suitor type thing. Even when one of the concubines gave her a hairpin, it's probably like, oh, you know, I'm looking out for you, I care for you. That's a whole nother subject that will probably be answered more next week, and we'll probably delve more into that next week. But as far as this week is concerned, there's something happening here, and it's his job to figure out what is going on, and he's stumped at this moment in time. So we need more information, because I believe it's going to be characters that we don't know of, that they haven't really introduced us to. So I definitely am looking forward to next week and what they decide to do. But before we go, can we talk about the fact that this 14-year-old concubine was 9 years old when the previous emperor died, and she was the concubine to the previous emperor that has been handed down to the current emperor? That's the, you know, coming from a day and age now that a 9-year-old concubine and even a 14-year-old concubine, that's very underage. But I'm just gonna leave that there, that it's kind of sickening, and maybe has something to do with the whole situation. Maybe people feel that she's way too young to have the role, and there's a lot of pressure on her. And we still haven't heard anything from the concubine over there on the right, the pure consort, the purple one. You know, for all we know, she's the one behind everything, because we don't know too much about her, but maybe we'll hear more about her next week. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis, and I hope you guys have had a great day. Tell me what you guys think, definitely in the comments down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts about the anime itself? I am very much enjoying this, and honestly, this feels like a sleeper hit of the season. I am blown away how good each episode is, how well the comedy is conveyed, as well as all of the mysteries and mysterious stuff happens in the background, and it's very well written and very well made. So I'm very much liking this anime, and the art is just crazy good. Aside from that, I hope you guys have had a great day. Please be safe, please take care, and don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe for more as we discuss this anime and several others on the channel. You guys take care, be safe, and Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.